We will be studying meaning, features, terms, format and steps in journal. The very first thing, what about the meaning of journal? Journal is the very basic book of recording. This is being called as the primary book of record. It is the book in which transactions are recorded for the very first time. It is being termed as a book of original entry. We used to say it as a book of original entry, where the transactions are recorded in a chronological order. This is the book where the things are recorded primarily. These are recorded with the help of source vouchers. That means we people are having source vouchers related to it. Now, how we people are going to derive a full meaning of journal? Journal is a primary book of record in which transactions are recorded as and when they used to happen with the help of the source vouchers. These source vouchers, these are the evidences of the transactions. They prove the authenticity of the transactions which used to happen. Now, next, on the basis of that, we people can derive the main features of journal. When we are going to talk about main features of journal, we can say this is a primary book of record. The very first one, it is being termed as primary book of record. As I said in the meaning also, this is a book where the transactions are recorded for the very first time. As and when the transaction used to happen, they used to be recorded in this book, and hence it is being termed as a primary book of record. The second thing, it is based on double entry system. That means every corresponding debit is having its corresponding credit. It is based on the rules of double entry system that we people are going to discuss in steps of journalizing. Now further, we are going to discuss regarding the terms of journal. The basic terms which we people are going to use in journal, those will be narration, entry, journalizing, posting, etc. Now one by one I am going to narrate the meaning of all these things. The very first one, narration. While we used to pass an entry in the books of journal, we used to write a very small description of it, and that description is being termed as a narration. That means a brief of every journal entry which we used to give with each and every entry, that is being termed as narration. The second thing, entry. Whatever transactions we used to find out as monetary one, those are being recorded in the books of journal, which is being termed as entry. That means every transaction which we used to record in the journal, that is being termed as entry. Then next, journalizing. What this word means? Journalizing means the process of identifying the transactions and putting in the journal. That entire process of putting the entries in the journal, that is being termed as journalizing. The next word, the next term which I have written, that is posting. These are the common terms which we people use while we people are going to study journal. Posting means transferring the entries from journal to ledger. That process is being termed as posting. Now we people are going to discuss regarding the format of journal. When I am going to discuss regarding the format of journal, what we people are going to have? See the format of journal. When we are going to make a format of journal, it will consist 5 columns. Date column, particular column, ledger folio, debit amount column and credit amount column. When we used to make the format of a journal, it is very important that first we people should give the name of the firm. For example, we are making a format for ABC firm. So my first work will be to write the name of ABC firm right at the top in the very first line. In the second line, I will be writing journal. And then I am going to draft a format of it. This format, as you people are able to see, this will consist 5 columns: date, particular, ledger folio, debit amount and credit amount. Now, the very first column, date. How we used to write the date over here? In the date column, we are supposed to write the year first. Then, we are supposed to write the month and then the date. That means the date column consists year, month and then date. Next, particular column. In the particular column, we are supposed to write the names of those 2 accounts which are to be debited and credited. One, the account which is to be debited, that has to be written near from this line. Over here, cash account. Near to ledger folio column, in the particular column, we are supposed to write the abbreviation of debit, that is DR. Then, in the particular column, we are supposed to write the account which is to be credited to capital. That has to be written with the word to. Then, in this, a small description has to be given for the entry that is being termed as narration. And after to that, a line has to be drawn in the particular column, so as to we can differentiate in between 2 entries. The next column is ledger folio. This is the column in which page number of the ledger has to be mentioned where the entry is going to be posted. Then we have debit column. The account which is debited, the amount has to be written in the debit column, and then the account which is credited, that account has to be written in the credit column. These are the 5 columns of journal. This ledger folio column, that has to be posted, that has to be recorded when the ledger posting has to be made. Now, we will be proceeding towards steps in journal. In order to put the transactions in journal, we are supposed to take various steps. What are the various steps which we people are supposed to take? The very first step, that will be to determine the number of accounts which are affected in a transaction. The second step which we are supposed to take, that is to identify the nature of the concerned accounts which are affected on the basis of traditional approach or on the basis of modern approach. On the basis of traditional approach, they can be personal, real or nominal, and on the basis of modern approach, they can be capital, liability, expenses, revenues and assets. According to modern approach, 5 accounts, that is capital, liability, assets, revenues and expenses. Just have a very quick recapitulation for the rules. Recapitulation of debit and credit rules. As I told you people that we do have 2 different approaches. One is traditional approach and another one is modern approach. On the basis of traditional approach, what we used to have, we used to have 3 accounts, 3 types of accounts. One is personal account, another one is real account, and then the third one is nominal account. Now, rules for debit and credit. Debit rules and credit rules. In the case of personal account, we used to debit the person who is receiving. That means debit the receiver. The person who is providing something, giving the benefit, that person has to be credited. That means credit the giver. For real accounts, the things which are coming in the business to be debited. That means debit what comes in. Credit the items which are moving out of the business. That means credit what goes out. For all the nominal accounts, all the expenses and losses to be debited. Debit all expenses and losses. Credit all incomes and gains. According to modern approach, as I told you people, the accounts are being divided into 5 different categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What these 5 categories are? Capital, assets, liabilities, revenues and expenses and losses. Now, how to put a debit and credit for these items? When capital is increasing, increase the credit. Decrease in the capital has to be debited. For assets, increase in the asset to be debited. Decrease has to be credited. For liabilities, same we will be following for as we have followed for capital. For liabilities, decrease has to be debited, increase has to be credited. For revenues, same, decrease has to be debited, increase has to be credited. For expenses, increase has to be debited and decrease has to be credited. This is a quick recapitulation for the accounts, for the approach. In order to find out the nature of accounts, either of the approach we are supposed to use. After identifying the nature of account and after putting these rules, the next step in the process of journalizing, that will be to identify which account has to be debited and credited. In the format of journal, you are supposed to write the date. In the particular column, you are supposed to write the name of the account which is to be debited first, then the name of the account which is credited, then we are supposed to write the amounts of debit column and credit column. After to that, we are supposed to write a brief of the journal entry that is being termed as narration. After putting the narration, a line has to be drawn in the particular column, and this way one journal entry is going to be completed. For passing various transactions in order to create various entries, the same process has to be adopted. Let's take few examples so as to I can show how we people can put the transactions in the journal. Okay? See the very first example which I have taken, that is business started with cash 50,000. As I told you people, the very first work of yours, that is to identify the accounts which are affected with the transaction. Over here, in this particular transaction, 2 accounts are affected, that is cash and capital. The second work of yours, that is to identify the nature of the the nature of the accounts on the basis of either of the approach, traditional or modern. According to the traditional approach, this is a real account and this is a personal account. Now we people have to identify which account has to be debited and which account has to be credited. Now in this transaction, when the business is started with a cash of rupees 50,000, owner must be providing the investment in the business. And hence we people are having cash and capital account over here. Cash is real account, it is entering in the business. It is a real account, that means debit what comes in will be applied over here. That means this account is debited. For the capital, this is a personal account. The owner is providing the amount in the business. He is the giver of the amount and hence this person has to be credited. Now how we people are going to write it in the journal? Once we people have identified, we are supposed to write the date. In the date column, I have not supposed any date. I will be putting the serial number of it. This is the first transaction. I have written 01. Next, the account which is to be debited, that has to be written cash account. An abbreviation of debit to be recorded over here. Then we are supposed to write to capital. The accounts which are credited, those are to be well supported with the word to. And there is no need to write the credit word in front of it, as it is already very obvious. One account if it is debited, another must be credited. Now after to this, a brief of the transaction has to be recorded here. That has to be recorded. Being business started with cash. After putting the narration, there is a need to draw a line in the particular column only. It is to be started in the particular column, it is to be drawn in the particular column only. Now after this, the amount has to be placed. What is the amount? The amount is 50,000. 50,000 to be recorded over here and 50,000 to be recorded over here. This we people have already studied. On the basis of double entry system, when we people used to put the transactions, every debit used to have its corresponding credit. That used to be equal. The weightage used to be equal. Cash account debited 50,000 to capital account 50,000. This particular entry is completed. Now let's take another example. That is purchase machinery worth rupees 20,000. See, over here, in this case, what are the two accounts which are affected? The two accounts are, the very first one is machinery and the second one is cash. Identify the nature of the transaction. Both are real in nature. Machinery is also a real account, cash is also a real account. Now what is happening? How the people are going to imply the rule of debit and credit? Machinery is coming in the business and the rule says debit what comes in. We will be writing debit. Credit what goes out. When we are purchasing the machinery, cash is going out of the business. It has to be credited. So the entire journal entry will become machinery account debited to cash account. How the people are going to write it? I am giving it serial number 2. Machinery account debited to cash account. What rupees? 20,000. Put the narration. Being machinery purchased. Draw a line over here. differentiate in between these two entries. It separates the two entries. Now, let's take another example. Purchase goods worth rupees 10,000 in cash. Now, when we are going to see this particular transaction, what are the two accounts which are affected over here? The two accounts which are affected over here, these are purchases and cash. Purchase is, that is an expense. Cash is real account, the nature of it. For the nominal accounts, when it is an expense, it is a nominal account. For the nominal accounts, debit all the expenses and losses, credit all revenues, all incomes and gains. Over here, this is an expense. That means purchase to be debited. For the real account, whatever is moving out, that has to be credited. Here, cash is moving out of the business, hence this is going to be credited. So the entire journal entry, that will be purchases account debited to cash account. How it has to be written? I am giving the serial number 3 to it. Purchases account debited to cash account worth rupees 10,000. Narration has to be written, a brief of the entry has to be written, being goods purchased for cash. This is the way better in which we used to put the journalizing book. Now, let's have a very quick recapitulation of the entire topic. The very first one, what is a journal? Journal is a primary book of record in which transactions are recorded in a chronological order with the help of source documents. In order to prove the authenticity, the source vouchers has to be used. The next thing, what are the basic terms which are being used in the journal? That can be a narration, name entry, journalizing, posting, etc. What is a narration? Narration is a brief of a journal entry. Entry, a transaction when it is recorded in the books of journal, that is being termed as an entry. Journalizing, that is the process of recording the transactions in the journal. And then posting, that means transferring these entries to the ledger, that is being termed as posting. Have a very quick recapitulation for the steps. What you people are supposed to do? The very first one, determine the transaction. What are the number of accounts which are affected in the monetary transaction? The second one, please identify the nature of accounts. What are the nature of accounts? Then finalize what are to be done. Which rule has to be applied? Debit or credit with which account? Then it has to be recorded in the journal. We have to write the date. We have to write in the particular column the account which is debited, then credited. Then we people are supposed to write the narration. We are supposed to draw a line in order to mark it that the second journal entry is going to be there. Then put the amount in the debit and credit column. That's it. Please do practice more number of transactions and please do have